I've talked with a decent amount of men who are freshly out of relationships, myself included, and the one thing we all have in common is there were things we did on an almost daily basis prior to this relationship that really fell through the cracks during the relationship. It was only during the downtimes in the relationship that maybe self improvement, gradual development type stuff, mindfulness meditation would come up, and hobbies. One friend who wrote songs and wanted to record musics, spent a few years not working on this at all and almost immediately found himself writing and getting ready to record a song post breakup. So I think it can be important to remember the self improvement stuff when you do find yourself in these new relationships, because it's very tempting. It's not even tempting, it's just natural to fall into these rhythms where you're focused on building this new relationship, because laying a foundation in a relationship is very important, whether it be a friendship or a romantic relationship. These early experiences really help lay the groundwork for your future experiences in this relationship. And with the way relationships work, especially long-term relationships, they tend to have exponential growth as opposed to just additive growth. And so the better your foundation is, the more effective that growth is that's going to come from the compound interest of knowing this person for years and years and years and being able to rely on this person because you had a great foundation to begin with. And so by the year mark, 2 year mark, 3 year mark, 5 year mark, you're really going to get along with these people. And at the same time, as you lay these great foundations, you need to be mindful that you don't lose yourself and that you don't lean so far into the we that you forget the I and you forget who you are, you forget what makes you you. If you have these habits that are important to you, um, you need to be mindful of these habits and you need to give them the attention they deserve. And what that looks like in a relationship is, similar to if you have dogs and you start to see a new partner. It's still taking your dogs for the walks. It's still doing treat sessions with your dog. It's still brushing your dog daily. It's still doing all the things that you would have usually done with your dog, and still making time for the new romantic partner. It's if you have a new friend that you're hanging out with all the time, still making time for your kid if you're a single parent. All of the things that you'd usually do, you can't let those things slide through the cracks. So that's my advice to you and to myself going forward. As you form these new bonds, put your attention into these new places, even into your pets and your children. Make sure to continue to work on you and what makes you you. If that means meditating daily, if that means doing yoga daily, if that means doing qigong daily, if that means doing tarot readings on occasion, if that means doing divination sessions on occasion, if that means journaling, if that means having a gratitude practice, if that means working out, whatever it is that you want to see yourself doing on a daily basis because it's who you want to be, try and be mindful of these things every day, just as mindful as you are of these relationships you want to form and the foundations you wish to set, because you got to set foundations with yourself as well. You have a relationship with yourself as well, and it's important. Don't forget that. I love you and I love me, and I hope that you can love you more today than you did yesterday.